Hello everybody, it's Casey here, back for a new reaction. So if you're new to this channel, it's nice to have you here, but if you have been following this channel for a while now, then you may know that for the past few reactions that I've done, I've been checking out a bunch of completely original animated short films. Original as in, it's not tied to any particular fandom at all, and thanks to all of you guys and your lovely viewer suggestions, I have found a whole new slew of animated films to react to, and today we technically have a double feature for you, mainly because the two shorts that are on the itinerary here today are less than 5 minutes long, so doing just one on its own I didn't think merited its own separate video, so we're just going to do both of these at once. And I think it's also appropriate because we have, at least according to the titles anyway, we have one about cats and one about dogs, so why not put them together? But thanks to the viewer suggestions, we have Housecats and Dog Brain. That's literally what they're called. And I've always been doing this series just to try and give some more attention to not as well-known pieces of art that are well worth the attention and are deserving of more like attention and credit. And as always, I will always have links to the original videos in the description so that you can check them out for yourselves without my commentary over it. But what's also interesting about these, at least from what I was told from the viewer suggestions, is that apparently both of these shorts originally aired on Nickelodeon way back in like the late 80s, early 90s. So in a moment I'm going to see if I myself can remember these or not. More than likely they were probably something that aired during like commercial breaks if they're like this small, you know, this short, or if maybe this was possibly something that was on O Canada, like what I reacted to last time with The Cat Came Back. Of course, on O Canada, that was on Cartoon Network, so, and this, at least according to the descriptions here, these were specifically on Nickelodeon, so who knows, maybe there was some kind of variety show that just played a bunch of random shorts, and I, for whatever reason, I just can't remember that far back, or maybe it was like right before I was born. I don't know. I was born in '89, so this may be just on the cusp of either me maybe having just been born and I was still just too little to have watched this or remember it. I don't know. We're about to see what I'm in for here. But the first one up that we're going to be checking out is Housecats. And at least according to this video description, this person who uploaded this said, "This is a very funny animated short film by Peg McClure featuring two cats, Squeak and Scratch. I've heard it was played on Nickelodeon in the 90s. This little gem was on a dusty old U-matic archive tape I found in storage." Wow, like, the U-matic tapes, that's something you, like, never hear about anymore. You'll hear more about Betamax than you do U-matic tapes at all. So I guess that just goes to show you how old this actually is. But credit to this person for, you know, as many people have been going through in the recent years, you know, there is still a lot of value to physical media, because without people hanging on to these old tapes of theirs that they taped off a TV back in the day, a lot of these shorts may have become lost to time. So thanks to this person, we're about to check out some very early Nickelodeon. And so to any of you out there who only grew up with Nickelodeon in like the late 90s, early 2000s onward, I guess you're about to see what Nickelodeon used to be like way back in the day. So anyway, here we go. First up is Housecats. Ready? 3, 2, 1, play. Aw. I like this music. It almost sounds like Pink Panther music. Which, considering this is cats, that's kind of appropriate. Cat punch. Oh no, don't do that. Oh, come on, he just wants a friend. I myself have never owned a cat at all, but I've had plenty of friends who have had cats, and I can tell you right now this is exactly what they're like. I'm sure to any of you out there who have a cat or have had cats before, you can relate to this. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh! Oh, this poor black cat, he just wants a nap. What the F? What happened? What? Apparently the remote is made out of nitroglycerin. Aw, aw, that was cute. Yep, Black Cat just gave up. It's like, yep, if I would have just let him go in the first place, none of this would have happened. Aw. Squeak and Scratch as themselves. Aw, that was good. That was cute. Well, as you probably noticed, that was only 3 minutes long, so you can see why I kind of had to put two of these together, which we're going to get to the other one in a moment. But yeah, that was really cute. And while I personally don't remember this short at all, I do remember those days, and not just on Nickelodeon, but on Cartoon Network too, where just, like, I guess if the cartoon, whatever show it was, somehow ran short, or the scheduling was just weird, that they had this little gap in the schedule to try to make it to whatever hour they had before they could start the next show, they would just throw on these random shorts and music videos and stuff in between just to kind of fill out the time. And so it's interesting how, you know, you can find some real hidden gems here. And like, as I said earlier, if it wasn't for this person recording it, we probably wouldn't be able to watch this today. It would just be lost to time, and you'd only know about it through people, just random forum posts of people just like half remembering seeing this stuff. I know I myself, my own parents can tell me stories about this where they'd be staying up late, or they were sick home from school, and they'd just be like watching TV, and just all of a sudden there'd just be random things that be on, and it's like it's only on like once or twice and then never again. And it's like, you try your best to find this anywhere, but if you don't know the name of it, or you just try to describe it, it can be so hard to find. So I always give kudos to anybody out there who has managed to archive all of these like old commercials and stuff. Because, even though that was really short, it's still like a part of history. It's a part of the Nickelodeon's history, like it's really interesting to go back and see the extremely early days of the network, like before they kind of established identity for themselves. Like back then it was like the Wild West. It was just, we didn't really have as like super specific standards of what could be on TV or what was considered a kid show back then. We just kind of threw on whatever we had the rights to or could come up with. So you end up with these really like unique things that you probably don't see anymore today. Or if you do, it goes through all these different focus groups and all this other crap that, you're probably not going to get gems like this anymore, where you're just randomly flipping channels and you come across this stuff. Everything is so carefully planned out now that it's like, what other avenue do we have other than YouTube and the internet, where more independent creators can just put their work out there at random, But yeah, that was really cute, and like I said, if you're someone out there who has a cat or has owned one, then like this definitely described cats to a T. I'm sure whoever made this, they probably just modeled these after their own cats, like. So anyway, we move on from cats to dogs, and now this is something that I'm going to be way more familiar with, because I myself have always been a dog person, and I've owned up to 3 dogs now in my lifetime. So I'm really interested to see what this one's going to be like. But next up, we have Dog Brain, which, according to the person who uploaded this, which again, thank you to the person who managed to hold on to their VHS tapes all this time and uploaded it for us. This person says, early 90s classic Nickelodeon cartoon, short titled Dog Brain, featuring a sleeping dog dreaming about itself sleeping, who sleeps through a lot of strange household noises. And that's it. That's all we have to go on. But this definitely sounds like another thing that may have just been played during commercial breaks and stuff. So let's see what this one has in store for us. So, Dog Brain, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. A Jay Falconer cartoon. Dog Brain.
Dog Brain.
Okay, never mind. I didn't have to say it. What? You have a deer butt on the wall, okay. Why does the dog have human hands? Why? Okay, I know dogs sometimes can sleep through a lot of stuff, but at least in all the dogs that I've had, if there was that much noise going on, they would have woken up. Really, that's it? Okay, the times that I've caught that, okay, and that's it. That's all it was, and yet we got like 10 people involved in this. Danny and Atusi! Danny and Atusi was the dog? Man, that must have been one of his like pre-Rocco days, like early roles. I guess that's how you put yourself out there. You start off small, just lending your voice to little things like this. How many people were involved in this? Like, there's like 20 people involved in this 2-minute short where the dog doesn't really do anything? Okay. Alright, well, that was Dog Brain. And, like I said, yeah, I think that my own dog would definitely have woken up after all that noise at all. And the times that I've caught my dog, like, asleep and start making noise like she's clearly dreaming about something, I don't know, something tells me it wouldn't be that. Like, I mean, it does make you wonder, like, what the dog is dreaming about whenever they're sleeping, but still, like, I think it would be something a little more exciting than that, but I'm not in the dog's brain, so who knows. But yeah, I would say of the two, Housecats was definitely more entertaining. I think that one definitely had a lot more going for it. Even, like, in just the amount of 3 minutes, they had, like, a lot of gags going on in that one, whereas this one, it was like, okay, it was cute, but it was like, that's it, you know, like, it just was what it was. But it's also interesting to see them have these two very similar art styles where there's basically like no backgrounds at all. It's just like a couple characters against a white background with maybe just a couple simple pencil drawings, and that's it. This almost seems like something that would randomly be like on Sesame Street, possibly as just one of their shorts. But yeah, like I said, it is interesting to go back and watch these and see like the very, very like early days of Nickelodeon, and you now see just how much it has changed over the years. But yeah, I think I've pretty much said all that needs to be said, and like I said, these two weren't really long enough to warrant their own video, so I just put them both together. But yeah, thanks for joining me on seeing this very like early glimpse into what Nickelodeon used to be like. And I personally don't remember these at all, but it was still nice to go back and see like what early Nickelodeon was like. But as always, if you guys have any suggestions for other stuff that you want me to react to, then feel free to leave a comment and I'll add it to my list. And for my next reaction, we still got a couple new original shorts on the list there, which thanks to all of you guys and your lovely suggestions. And keep them coming, because I still like exploring the wider edges of the internet and seeing like what a bunch of original creators have to offer us. So until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and bye-bye.